Here we go. I apologize, listen. Sometimes just live streams happen and it's great. The spontaneity is great. Oh God, I don't know if I'm then. I like to generally have a day or so, you know, it being scheduled and having it out there for people to get interested in. But sometimes that it's not always favourable, isn't it? Sometimes it's just go live whenever you want and just see what happens. But this has really only been a couple of hours. It's only been out for about, well, 6 hours, maybe a bit less, 5 hours. So it's still fresh. Admittedly, I actually thought this was a brand new product. It's actually an update, so I apologize if there's any details gone awry there, but I actually thought this was a brand new product. I didn't have Porto for 2024, but this is an update, and I'm going to treat it like I've never seen it before. In terms of, I haven't had it for 2020, so I haven't used it before. I've seen it briefly as obviously as I load up and got the obligatory thumbnail as always, but I haven't had an explore around it. This will be for you and me to enjoy and have a look at, and you know, as we usually do on the channel live stream, we spend, you know, a good an hour and a half to 2 hours having a little look and getting all the little details in there. And yeah, I enjoy stuff like this. I know there's a lot of you guys who watch or rewatch the streams that really enjoy the sort of the in-depth looks. And talking of in-depth looks, before we start having a look at Porto for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 by MK Studios, I do want to give a shout out to this chap. Look at this chap here. This is Lee. This is Virtual Airline Pilot. Now, for the next couple of months, me and Lee are going to kind of be doing like a cross promotion. And his channel is basically focusing on, you know, a bit of aviation, a bit of flight simulation, but he's a man after my own heart. He likes to do the in-depth airport reviews. So if you're looking for a brand new airport and you see Lee doing a review on it, please go and take a look at his video. Go and obviously subscribe to his channel, but have a watch of his videos, guys, because he will take you around the airport. And I think what he does is similar to myself in these streams. He will do it in about 40 minutes. Now, obviously, there is a danger here. We do quite both similar content. But what I would say with him is obviously his videos are on demand. He doesn't really do a live stream as such. And if he does do live streams, I believe he does like to do flights as well. Being in sort of the industry, aviation and flight simulation for a very long time. But yeah, when you watch his video reviews for airports, you will see that he will test the jetways. He will look at the ground textures. He'll look at the night lighting. He'll give you the product size before and after installation. He'll give you the prices in different currency. He will give you the rundown of that airport, and they're fantastic. If you haven't subscribed to his channel, please do so, and do let him know that you've come from the Practically Geek channel. So without further ado, let's jump into Porto. I have got a copy. So this giveaway copy was given to me, as well as the actual scenery itself, by Sim Market. So massive thank you to Sim Market for giving me a chance to look at this today. As I say, this was, I wouldn't say last minute, but it was kind of like, it came out today, and it was obviously passed over from Sim Market, and they have just recently said, yeah, we can do a giveaway on the channel. So you will need obviously an active email so I can get in touch, and a Sim Market account to obviously redeem the giveaway. So towards the end of the stream, I'll do me usual giveaway thing. With that being said, just give me a slight minute, because you know me, I like to leave things to the last minute. And to be honest with you, even if I've set up things with enough time, a week in advance, I'll still forget something. It happens. But yeah, be active in the chat. Same as usual, guys. I'll give you a chance to get involved with the giveaway a bit later on. Anyway, what I'm going to do is, this is a sizable airport. There's lots to look at, but I am going to just do a little landing. So I'm not going to take off. I'm already in the air with the PC-24. Not an aircraft I fly very much, I'll admit, but I'm going to try and land at Porto, and we'll have a look around with the drone camera, same as always. Aerodessa, good to see you. Thank you so much. Alex, thank you for coming in, mate. How's everyone doing? Yeah, very, very good, mate. Good evening, Dave. Good to see you, mate. Thanks for coming along. Kev as well. Thanks for coming along on the community flight yesterday. Was really nice, wasn't it? And then we did a little bit of spontaneity, and we went off to Amboy Airfield. You guys went off to install the freeware, and I hope I've sort of, shared a bit some of the freeware there, because it's really fantastic scenery. Really love it. Good to see you. Have you checked out Kemble out today? Yeah, it's fantastic, isn't it? Obviously, Alex and Aerodessa both actually won a copy, and the other winner, I think possibly Andrew, one of the Andrews has received his copy as well. But yeah, Campbell's fantastic. If you haven't seen it, the official trailer is out on my channel. So let's get going. Let's get down onto the ground at Porto in the PC-24. Where's my control? Here we go. What I've decided to do here is obviously take you guys over Porto. Aerodessa is a fantastic dictionary, a fantastic encyclopedia for the photogrammetry in our virtual world, and he did tell me that Porto is quite nice. So take you over a little flight over Porto. Very lovely Portuguese day at the minute. I haven't got live weather on. We're just on a preset. We're in the PC-24, and I'm going to attempt a little bit of a landing here into Porto, which I don't think is far off. Right there. Probably a bit too high, but anyway. You know what I'm like with me landing. Sometimes I'll pull off some really nice ones. And actually, what I would like to say is, while he's in the chat, a big thank you to Alex. Alex has been... I'm going to put that notch back up, actually. Alex, today, me and Alex did some shared cockpit, and we did. I would say mostly he did. I had a couple of attempts of landing. I did it on my final go, but we did some circuit training, some touch and goes at the Builds Liverpool in the Phoenix A319, and it was very, very knowledgeable. It was a good hour, maybe 2 hours or so, I think, where we just did some circuits around the airport, and I really enjoyed it. So Alex, thank you so much, mate. We've still got some more lessons to go, but he is giving me the crash course in taking the Airbus, the A319 for now. I want to get confidence in the A319. I think that will help towards, obviously, the A320, A321 even. And then I also want to have a go at the A220 as well, when Synaptic and Builds release the A220, because I really want to have a look at that. It looks fantastic. So yeah, thank you, Alex, because you have helped me start to get used to a bit of airline flying in Microsoft Flight Simulator, and I really would like to do some, little small routes to start with, hour and a half, 2 hours even, maybe, I don't know. Going to keep it to maybe an hour, some Manchester, Liverpool to Isle of Man, Manchester or Liverpool, not Manchester to Liverpool. Although that sometimes does happen. And then, I don't know, maybe some Liverpool to Scotland. Why is my gear not out, even though technically it's supposed to be out? No. But yeah, the idea is to get me confidence up in the airliners, and potentially, who knows, something that I'd said I'd probably never do. I enjoy my general aviation flying. What I'm actually going to do here, guys, is I'm going to go around and give you guys a look from above, and then I'm just going to smash it down on the other runway. But yeah, I have said a few times that I'm not really interested in doing any airline flying, but I'll be honest with you, I think just having a little bit of a variation. I'll still do me GA flying mostly, but yeah, I think getting in some of the little baby Airbuses and doing some domestic routes, even some domestic routes over the US, really, interesting. Interested to do that, and with the help of Alex, I should be on it soon and give myself a bit of practice and yeah, have a little go in the Airbus, because the Phoenix Airbuses are so nice. There's the first look at Porto by MK Studios. I'll do a little overflight. I know that we will go across and then we'll come to the left. Look at that, and it looks fantastic from above. It really does, but it is also fantastic up close. I've only had the drone camera around this area, so yeah, there's still lots for me to see and discover. And again, for you guys who haven't owned this, it's discovering a new product as well. Wow, okay, here we go. So it's just at the minute Alex and Aerodessa having a little go. MK Studios are in the chat, guys. Thank you so much for coming into the live chat. Hope you will enjoy our Porto. I say it a few times, MK Studios. So first proper look at your scenery was Dublin, but first time we shown it on a live stream, I was at Rome version 2. Absolutely fantastic. Key West, absolutely love it, guys. And I've had a little tiny look at this. So pretty much everything you'll see is my first reactions in this live stream, like I always try and do with these live streams, because I think it just gives that better overall opinion and impression. A400 is over Liverpool now at the airport and just gone over you. Oh, you're joking. And again? What's going on? I'm wondering who's going to do Faro next. Is it going to be Anybuilds or MK Studios? But yeah. Guys, can you just confirm whether, because I haven't checked and I've completely forgot, is the default version of Porto in the airport? It's hard to keep up nowadays with what's got a handcrafted version and what's not. So if anyone could let me know if Porto does have one, because technically I should have disabled it if it does. I don't think there is. Can't believe there's another A400 over Liverpool. Bryce Norton are giving us a little show this week, aren't they? Oh, he was quite close as well. He was at a better... It's a lot darker, though. That's the problem. It's a lot darker than it was. And I can't jump off the live stream now to go and see it. I don't think there's a default Porto. Perfect. Virtual Airline Pilot Lee. Hello, Brian. Thank you for the promotion on my channel. All the best, mate. Lee, it's an absolute pleasure, mate. Thank you so much for coming in and have a little look. And I'm sure Porto will probably be on your channel at some point, mate, because you're very, very on it with all these airports, mate. But yeah, no, absolute pleasure, mate. And I did give you a shout out on the community flight yesterday as well, mate. So, as I say, as much as I can do, I will do, because you deserve it, mate. As many times as I can give you a shout out and let people know about your channel, I definitely will do. I have linked it in my Cotswolds and Kemble official trailer in the video description there, mate, as well. Debarkers, what do we do for the giveaway? Same as usual, mate. Just chat away, and I will give you a little prompt towards the the end of the stream when we get it, when we're going to get it sorted. Same as always, just be active, and I'll tell you later on when it's more applicable to become active in the chat, write stuff down, because the giveaway and Nightbot requires you to obviously actively chat, actively write. But yeah, just making the the left-hand turn onto arrival now. As I say, never flown into this airport in real life, never flown into this airport in the sim, so... But yeah, same as always, I'll pop it onto the screen towards the end of the live stream, and I'll just say, you know, if you want to get involved in the giveaway, chat now. I'll show you that you're entered, and I'll give you a visual prompt on screen and say, this person's entered, you're entered, blah, blah, blah. If you're not entered, I'll tell you, and you can chat, and then you can enter, and then we'll choose a winner, or at least Nightbot will. Hello, Alex. The giveaway is from Brian here at Practically Geek. Enjoy it. It's coming back around the A400. Jeez. I can't do nothing, guys. I can't even hear it with the right over me as well. Let's see if I can hear it. I apologize, guys. It's too dark as well. I can't even show you on the camera because I can't move my camera. I apologize, guys. I know you come to see Porto, but when an A400 goes over... See if you can hear it. Where's it gone? It's disappeared. Oh, it's gone way north. That's why. It's gone out and around. Gutted. Can I see him? Where is he? You're not going to hear that now. I apologize for the little break in the stream there. There he is. Nice. Lights on, flashing away. Love it. Absolutely gorgeous. It's too dark. I wouldn't have got a picture of him. Do you know what? I've still got the pictures on my camera from yesterday when it was a bit lighter. So I really need to get those off the camera and do a bit of an edit and crop to them. But yeah, Bryce Norton have sent 2 A400s now in the last 24 hours, which we always go on about them sending them in the night time, which it's yeah, good to see you. Apologies, guys. I know you're here to see Porto. Nice final turn onto the approach. That's purely because of Alex. That's Alex's good teachings. I mean, we were using ILS and head mode, and this is just absolutely hand flown at the minute. But also seem a bit fast. I can't seem to slow this PC24 down for some reason. I'm not too sure why. Yeah. I'm a bit low. Let's get up. Oops. All right. It's literally you're at... Yeah. I wasn't doing this before, guys, I promise you. And we did have a very, very big headwind, giggity. We did, though, to be fair, didn't we, Alex? We had a nasty headwind doing that Liverpool circuit. Terrain ahead. I know there's terrain ahead, mate, but I'm not being funny. It's because it's because my altitude hasn't been set or anything, so oh well. I'll float this down, aren't I? Just doesn't seem to want to land this thing. Oh, there. Bit of a thingy there, bit of a stutter. Anyway, I'm down. I walked away from it. Not too sure whether there's a dedicated apron for BizJets at Porto, but I am going to take it. What looks like a cargo apron, but we'll have a little look around. I'm not fully familiar with Porto, so we'll have a little look around. I know there's a Ryanair hangar, which has been modelled, of course. We'll park it away from the main terminal, because I'd like to start over here. Whenever there's a plane go, mate, I'm the same. Get the camera out, fly over. But as I say, it's too dark. And usually when Bryce Norton send, or at least when the A400 from Bryce Norton is into Liverpool doing its, its training, its ILS, and its touch and go. So it doesn't really touch and go. It usually does one pass. Usually it's in the night and you can't see it. So yesterday when it came, it was a sunset and it was coming from in front of the sun, so it was a bit backlit, unfortunately. But it was still nice to see it, and it was nice to see it do a few laps around the around Liverpool. So it does usually come right over me. I wouldn't have got a picture of it. It's too dark. It would be very, very. The picture wouldn't be great. Here's some stands. There's also a Tap Air Portugal here. You can go and sit next to him. It looks like this might be... I'm not too sure. We'll double check, but that possibly could be a... It could be a Just Flight model. But I'll be able to tell you if it is or not in a second. We're going to put it here. I don't know if this is a designated spot, but we'll just pretend that there's someone very important on board who can't be... who can't be disturbed. Right, guys, let's get into the lovely drone camera, because that's what we do, isn't it? We will leave the engine on because I don't really know how to mess around with the camera. The engine. Where are we? Has this got a... Am I... Okay. That seems to do the trick. To be fair, I don't think it's an overcomplicated aircraft. I know this was a very broken aircraft. I think it still is, but I know it's a bit more fixed than it was on release, which really annoyed people, because I think this is part of one of the bigger deluxe packages, isn't it? And yeah, I would like to sort of learn how to do a couple of biz jets as well. Anyway, get on with it, Brian. Get on with it. It takes VIP to park on a closed taxiway. It does, yeah. I mean, it does. It is closed. Big Cross is telling me not to come here. I am curious about this though. This isn't a Just Flight one, is it? Or is it? I don't think it is. Is this your static model, MK Studios? It was an okay landing, yeah. It was all right. It was all right. I mean, I'm removing it, so it must be one of your static models. And it's a very nice static model as well, actually. I had a question about this airport, and I have directed to him to his stream. Yes, you're doing well for me. Thanks. This is a technical parking. It's a very nice static model, by the way. It's one of the best I've seen. It's usually static models, especially airliners, they're not as detailed. So what we're going to do, guys, there's quite a lot to see, because I know MK have done similar to what they've done with Key West, and there's a lot of surrounding models, because this is in a photogrammetry area of the world, and it's good quality photogrammetry, and MK have actually blended the photogrammetry very well into the scenery itself, which is great to see. Obviously, again, massive thank you to Sim Market for giving me this opportunity. On the page, if you've previously purchased MK Studios, Porto, Lima, Papa, Romeo, at Sim Market, you're entitled to special upgrade price of 16 euros 19, including VAT. The special upgrade price will be awarded automatically. Therefore, you need to be logged in to the same account you purchased the older version. As I said before, guys, I wasn't. I admit I thought this was a new product originally, and I have currently learned that this is an update for Porto, that a native 2024 version. You've got all the goodness again from MK Studios, up-to-date airport layout, detailed interior, and by the way, it is. I've only seen a little bit. I haven't seen it all. I've seen a bit, and it's fantastic. Obviously, realistic night lighting, ground textures, PBR models, ground textures and signage and stands, realistic night lights, yeah. Optimized performance, again, seamless integration. So this is what it says: seamless integration with the Microsoft Flight Simulator terrain and photogrammetry. So I can imagine from a non-developer point of view that developing a airport that is so close to photogrammetry does come with its headaches. Let's just say that. And I think it's actually being done really, really well. I think what they've done, and I am just going to point this area out here because you can see it, is they've basically done some custom modeling and blended it in with the architecture from this area. So you can actually see, I know there's a bit of a bump here without a bridge. Keep this away from your eyes, but if you have a look, they've put all the they've modeled the road, and they've put the road signs in. There's actually, it looks like a bridge there, but if you have a look at the photogrammetry and then these models, they're very, very similar. You can tell that these aren't photogrammetry models, but you can tell these are here, but they blend so well. In my opinion, that's quite hard to do well. Yeah, it's their model. Perfect. Shazeb, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing well, mate. Thank you so much. As I say, Lee, absolute pleasure as always, mate. I'll keep on doing it as long as I can. And as I say, your links and everything will be in every video and live description. And obviously your banners on me live streams as well, my friend. Got to go now, Brian, but I'll check it out. Yeah, no worries, mate. Have a good one. Looking forward to seeing you inside the terminals. Shazeb, you will not be disappointed. Pensaco, good to see you. A400 coming your way again. Jeez, why? Oh my God, why is it the time? Oh no, he was a bit too south again. It's too dark as well, mate. I could see it, but it's too dark for any photographs. Anyway, let's get on it, guys, because I'm getting to the fact that they keep on sending A400s around. It's quite cool because we don't usually get it. We're gonna start on this side, and then what I'm gonna do is, I think I'm trying to figure this out. So it's not going to be a zigzaggy stream. And what I mean by that is we're not going to be zigzagging across too much, I hope. But what I'd like to do is just start from, you can see the terminal, and I don't really want to I want to shield that, so let's block it out. I'm not showing you. I want to start round so we can see all this surrounding goodness. Look at this. And I think that is either one of the best, or if not the best, blending of photogrammetry. And I do appreciate that the description of the product description on the stores does say seamless integration with photogrammetry, because you can visibly notice where it's all satellite imagery, but MK have done a fantastic job here. I think you're not going to get a good blend of both types, and it does it in a way that is not. It's not really apparent. You can see it. You can see that the custom builder models are there, but it's done to a point of where, because of the color and the texture used on them, it's not too contrasty. So the issue I found with some sceneries, either landmark packs or airports, is that the contrast and the texturing and even the modeling doesn't really fit the color of the photogrammetry, and that can really, you can see this really big divide in between the two. Done a fantastic job, MK, there, I must admit. I really are. And I really hope that you didn't have to place every individual container here, but again, stunning work to have this container yard right on the edge of the runway and the airport in close proximity. Really cool. Also as well, again, love to see it. We will get another look at these, but we have got some authentic, actually with the Porto logo on there, animated vehicles. We will take a better look at those, so please stay with the live stream. If you haven't seen my live streams before, yeah, we do get close up to the scenery. We do have a good look at it. For good reason as well, guys, especially if we are spending money on these sceneries. We want to see if it's worth the purchase, and we haven't even seen the airport properly yet, so I'm going to say straight off that you probably won't go wrong with this one, because it is the quality that you expect from certain developers now, and it's good to see it. This, I tell you what, the ground texture, the satellite imagery here, very nice indeed. Look at this. Really good. Polder Pilot, good to see you. Is my mic working at least? There we go. I know, Lee. Don't look at me like that, Lee. Don't look at me like that. I can only really just say sorry, guys, and say it is what it is, without crying my eyes out. I haven't had this issue in a while. I think it's to do with overheating. No, do you know what, right? I will just say, guys, absolutely nothing to do with the fact that there was an A400 going over my house at 2,000 feet. I think probably some people probably think this guy's just buggered off to take a picture. It's too dark for my camera, and it went off anyway. It was nothing to do with that. There was a time, some of the regulars and moderators will know, there was a time when this computer was doing that. It started when I tried to live stream VR, which I was looking to try and do actually within the next few weeks. I don't think that's going to happen now. Yeah. I think it's overheating. The room that I'm in right now, the door was closed. It was quite warm. I honestly think that my computer it might need some new thermal paste potentially. but I'm gonna have to most likely take this PC from the bottom. It's actually it's on a specifically made shelf under the desk, where the PCs generally fit. But I actually think that it's gonna be better off on top. I've got enough space to kind of work, potentially put it on top, but I think it's overheating. The room is quite warm. It's cooled down considerably now. I've had to open the door, so if you do hear a little girl scream, it's not me. Well, it could be me if the computer goes off again, but if you hear a little girl scream and shout, that will be my daughter. So, listen, I apologise. Carl, good to see you, mate. I haven't seen you for a while. Good to see you, mate. Yeah. Yeah, probably need some. Yeah, I need some. I think I need a new. I'm gonna look. I'm gonna have to look tomorrow. Don't think I'll have the patience after this live stream because I'm just hoping it doesn't happen again. Or MK Studios Porto is that detailed it overheats your PC. I'm joking. If MK you're still watching, it's nothing to do with your scenery. It's my PC. But yeah, it was hot in the room, and I've noticed if the room gets hot, it can happen. So I'm gonna have to probably bring this beast of a PC. The case is it's a lovely case. It's a Course Master case. I would love to have it sort of on show there with the lights. It's got a massive glass window and it's all lit up. So it's a shame to have it kind of tucked down there. So I might have to bring it out even with me replacing some thermal paste. But I do apologise. I appreciate everyone's patience while I get this back on. It's not nice when this happens, and again for the regulars and for the the moderators and for the people who watch me streams day in day out, you will know that it doesn't happen all the time. It's happened on some live streams, but not all the time. We're going to get straight back into this again. I can only apologise. So there we are. We are in Lima Papa Romeo. Is it Francisco Sá Carneiro? See, terrible. Right, let's park the PC 24. We'll park it. Where can we park it? I mean, we had it over here, didn't we, originally? Can we... Where was it? It was... Where did I park this plane? It was there, wasn't it? Just randomly. No. No, we'll have it shut down. Perfect, guys. Right, let's try this again. I am going to jinx it now. Touch wood, it doesn't happen again. But if the live stream does go off again, all I can ask is that you're patient with me. And I am hoping just by simply opening that door, I'm going to get enough cool air in here to stop it from going off. So yeah, we'll try this again. We'll try this again and see if we can get round the airport. Hey, I'm on the grass. Look at that. Perfect parking. Perfect. That's even better than before. Right. So we were over here, weren't we? I can't really monitor things on me PC at the minute. I'll need to have a look, but I am confident that it is something to do with overheating. We'll see, though. We'll see. And here's me wanting to try and live stream some VR for you at some point again and see if it works. It ain't going to happen. It will be absolutely dreadful. Right. Perfect. Don't do it. Don't do it, Brian. Just quick one, say hi. Just about the scenery, so don't want any spoilers. Sorry, mate. Yeah, so don't watch it. Be right back, mate. Just landing into Corfu. Nice. A scrap on TM. Yeah. So before the computer decided to have an embolism, or whatever they call them, embolism. We were talking about that, and I completely forgot we had tier models or tire models that they they released their version of Porto. It was only about, was it 2 weeks back, 3 weeks back? It wasn't long ago. So naturally, there is going to be some comparisons. I haven't got tier models, unfortunately, so I can't really make that comparison. I haven't got it to even say, listen, actually, one of the studios does it better than the other. But I do like that studios are, there's a bit of healthy competition going around, because I don't like to see developers stop working on something or scrap a project just because another developer's doing it. I was saying this recently, that it's good to have multiple versions, and I find that it gives you this opportunity to do a bit of window shopping, go around these live streams and videos and have a good look at who's giving you the most convincing replica. And I've done a couple of live streams with MK Studios products, and I've always been impressed. I really have. It's nice to see the surrounding buildings and objects being modeled in, because I think that is still an issue, if I'm going to be honest. I think, in my opinion, most developers are still leaving out the detail where it's needed. So, on the approach paths for whatever runway, there's sometimes where there's buildings and there's clear, points of interest around that airport where you think, do you know what? If I'm not going into the terminal and I'm not messing about with interiors or stuff like that, then I do really want a realistic approach. I want to see that airport as it's seen in real life. And yeah, we got into discussions on the community flight yesterday about interiors and airport prices being maybe, what are we looking at now? A standard £15 upwards up to 25. Don't think I've ever seen an airport go for much more. But I do like when developers model the roads in. This makes a huge difference. The surrounding roads, fencing. I mean, even MK Studios here, they've done the fence, but they've also done the street lights as well. I don't know if developers can decide whether the default traffic is present. It looks like they do. I've noticed with many sceneries recently that when the road is mapped, as in it's modeled, there's an actual, you can see a visible road, and it's not the default ground texture, and that the default traffic isn't there. And I know it's not the best road traffic. I mean, it's nowhere near X-Plane 12 in my opinion. But try and keep it in. You can see it in the streets here. There's some cars going around, but when they're on the motorways, they look a bit more convincing when they're just shooting down the road. But anyway, ground texture and the ortho, the actual ground texture is lovely around this airport and on the airport grounds. I will say that, very, very nicely done. Look at the inner fences here as well. Look at that. Now, that is detail. Never mind terminal interiors. When developers are giving you... Look at this. I mean, this is what you'll see. If you're not a pilot that likes to really explore these sceneries in depth, like I'm doing right now, you're going to see all these taxiway signs and lights, and, these have got wires coming out of them, for God's sake. Look at the actual texture on it. I love it. I love this. And yeah, I love to fly. And I was saying this yesterday that, I don't fly as much now. It kind of takes over exploring these airports, but I am trying to do more flying. But I do like to have a look around these. And for me, it's the thought of maybe one day getting to explore all these in real life. Not obviously with a drone and stuff, but going to these airports and having a look around and going, wow, I've been to that airport interior and it looks spot on. Maybe one day, guys, maybe one day I'll get to sort of do a little blend between airport interior modelling and then the real thing. I could do in Manchester, really, now, couldn't I? Liverpool. I could do it in Liverpool. Who knows? Maybe I will. Seems like a good idea. It's whether they like me walking around with the camera, though. That's the problem. When MK Studios announced this, I had a quick look at traffic at Porto. 12-minute Pax Airport. Really loving MK's new work. Can't wait for the Canary Islands remasters. Yeah, so like I say, guys, I honestly thought this was a new product, but it's actually an update. I didn't have the 2020 version, but this is a native version which looks great. Really, really does. I would say MK are up there with the very best when it comes to modelling and even texture work as well. Lots of authentic vehicles and GSE or ground service equipment, ground service vehicles, clutter, another big one for me, clutter. But also for me, what MK Studios and others do very well is the animated assets on the airfield, the cars driving around, the buses, things like that. That's when the airports become alive. I do also like when developers give us the opportunity to turn things off and on. People in the terminals, ground service equipment, stuff like that. It makes a huge difference that we have a control over some of the scenery that we buy. I would love to see. I personally like interiors. I don't have a problem as long as the airport performs well. But I would like to see more studios give us the opportunity to turn full interiors off and on, whether we want them there or not. Or, as we were saying in the community for yesterday, I don't know what the time frame or the workload would be for this sort of thing, but 2 versions of the airport, one without an interior, one with, and maybe price it on that. I don't know. I mean, the problem with that statement is that the idea of the developer still needs to spend time and resources creating the interior regardless. So the work has been done already. So offering 2 kinds of prices for the same product, just one hasn't got a detailed interior and the one has, it doesn't make financial sense to the developer, I don't think. For us, definitely, I think we would love the fact that we could choose a airport with an interior for £10 and one for 20 quid, or you know what I mean, one a bit more expensive than the other. I just don't think it'll work financially for the developer to be messing about with doing that. But having it being able to be turned off and turned on is a good option. There is studios doing that. I've seen SoFly do it with one of them. Can't remember if it was Bristol or Cardiff, but you could turn things off and on in those airports, and I think I've seen it elsewhere as well. But it's a nice idea to give us a bit of configuration. Wall textures here are really, really nice. You can see that kind of the rough stone texture that you get. I don't know the proper name. Ryanair hangar here as well. Flemo, good to see you, mate. Thanks for coming into the live stream, mate. Shazeb, the surrounding looks fantastic. Waiting to see. Yeah, as I said before the computer decided to take a thing, which again, guys, I will say to everyone, I didn't expect that to happen. We did a community flight online with OBS yesterday, and it didn't do it. So yeah, a bit concerning. But yeah, if it does happen again, I can only apologize, and please find it in you to kind of stay with me. I'm hoping it doesn't happen again, but yeah. It is one of the best for the transition between photogrammetry and the airport. It's one of the best I've seen. Really, really nice integration between the sort of default areas of the airport around the surroundings, and then MK Studios scenery to blend it in so well. Very, very nicely done. At the minute, I think Just Flight Traffic has activated with a fair few aircraft on the ground, which is good because sometimes it just it doesn't work like that. Cameras here have got like the red lens on them and stuff. Again, love to see the detail on like the the depth of the walls, having windows that are pushed into the actual brickwork. You can see this definition of the wall. There's things coming off the walls, doors are there, and obviously cameras. You're not getting a 2D asset on the buildings. There's a lot of definition. There's a different camera there. This lovely sort of V-shaped window as well, the Ryanair logo. And again, some custom cars, various different car models. Not the most high definition ones we've seen in a scenery, but it's all good. These ones, these are completely hidden away from your view as well. You're not going to see these unless you're walking around here with your avatar or you've got your drone camera out. Do you know what, Aerodessa? I haven't seen Barcelona. I still need to have a little look at that. But yeah, good to see you, Owen, mate. Thanks for coming. And as I said before on the other live stream, mate, have a fantastic time over in the States, mate. I really need to try and get over there at some point in my life. It's definitely on the bucket list. But yeah, have a good time, mate. Sounds like you're gonna have a really, really good time. So I can only imagine this is a cargo hub, a cargo apron and terminal. Wouldn't it be fantastic if we had the 757 freighter DHL on it? Oof. I tell you what as well, look at this. I'm just going to pick this out from a texture standpoint. Look at all of the imperfections on the wall and the dirt. And you know what? Yeah, we are seeing a bit of repeat. We are seeing this repeat in the dirt textures, but it's not very noticeable. It is nicely done. This wall doesn't. It would be very easy to make this whole wall just look too yellow and very flat, but it's not. It looks like it's been there for for years, and it's stood some weather in its time. So, and again, it's not in a visible position. It's it's behind the back of or what we would call landside. DHL lorries. Hey, I tell you what, look at this. Here's the little entrance gate with the turnstile for the workers. There's an MK Studios trailer, the official trailer for Porto. Had to make that joke, sorry. But yeah, look at this. Bit of a turnstile there for the workers. Just that little extra bit of detail it does matter for me. It really does make a difference. All the different bays for the lorries to insert their trailer into. And yeah, it feels like an operational airport, doesn't it? It really does. PMD 737-700 got released. Nice, yeah. Good friend Crow, Aviator Crow, worked on that trailer. Fabulous cinematic creator, Aviator Crow. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I think there's probably a better way to say that. But yeah, I've linked it in my Discord. You guys can see it. The trailer was made from him, and it was fantastic. He does know how to produce a scene, clips, the lighting and the weather that he uses in each individual scene is very, very nice. But yeah, I do love to see this. This is really nice. Cargo trolleys and pallets with parcels on as well. All the weathering. Again, we're getting more on here. Look at the brickwork here. Lovely stuff. Edges on the concrete there. Very, very nice indeed. Let's have a little look at the night lighting. Let's not forget we're also going to be flying at night. Let's look at the way that. Oh, I tell you what, the lighting on this simulator, man. Look at that. Especially when you've got a colour like yellow. Look at that. Ooh. There we go. You got some Finnair containers and Iberia as well. Very crisp texture work as well on the lettering and. I have to check this. No, that just takes me to. I hope MK Studios haven't given me some kind of virus there or something. It's just tech. It just brings up a text. Is it like a next little glimpse into their next airport or something? The file. That's that. The text. That's what happens. It goes to a text thing. It probably means nothing, but if you guys can decipher that, it's actually exactly what it says on there. AK64. It's nothing. It's exactly what it says on the thing, although that comes up with a J. AKA 64714 LH is what it says when you put it into your phone. So yeah. I don't think it does. Maybe it does decipher their next location. Let's as I say, we're gonna put it into night lighting. But yeah, guys, listen, I appreciate everyone that's stayed with the stream after the my computer decided to be an absolute idiot. I am gonna have to take the computer from underneath the desk, I think, and have a look at the thermal paste and do a bit of maintenance tomorrow, which is something I didn't really want to have to do, but needs must. And I'll have a little check and see what the thermal paste looks like in it. And what have we got here? Have we got someone going off? Is the Iberia there going off? But yeah, hopefully I'll get it sorted. Hopefully the computer doesn't need any necessary things, especially not RAM, because we all know that RAM ain't cheap at the minute. But yeah, let's carry on, guys, because you know we did lose a tiny bit of time there, and I obviously also do want to give a copy away, so keep that in mind. We do have a copy to give away thanks to Sim Market. Oh, did anyone see that? Probably a 2024 thing, but as you can see, the baggage carts and trolleys have got suitcases in them, which is another little nice, neat touch. Lots and lots of containers. As I say, something that MK do well is the ground clutter, the ground surface equipment, and yeah, it's a lovely zone. And I tell you what, you know, the quality of just the cargo terminal, cargo apron itself is fantastic. Is this like a little ops van? Maybe it looks like, doesn't it? Another nice little touch there. It's also nice when you see, you see the operations vans going around the airport. Aerosoft, for example, do that really well. MK Studios do it well, and they do have animated vehicles going around the airport. This one included as well. So some water reservoirs, I think, again fully modelled. Bit of sort of terrain elevation issues there. There's a Buzz 737 sinking into the floor. Lufthansa going off there. It's turned into a bit of a plane spotting live stream rather than an airport live stream. I apologise. A radar station. Again, some more sort of lesser descript buildings. And I tell you what, the ground texturing, spot on. All the fences, all the gates, bit of foliage as well. Animation in the radar, very smooth. Unfortunately, again, we're still getting that, developers can't do anything about this, or at least I don't think they can, but this is just annoying. This kind of weird... It's like when there's trees behind a custom build and they glitch through and you basically have this transparent effect. Some of the time the trees are inside the building. I hope that gets sorted at some point, because it's some airports, there's so much around it, it becomes an annoyance. Max, good to see you. Ivan, good to see you, my friend. Nice details. It is, mate. It is lovely reclining seats in the departure lounge. Perfect for playing Spawn. Yeah, Prague Airport, I've got them, mate. Absolutely love it. I don't usually like being delayed at Prague Airport to come home, but the airport's just so comfortable. MK have improved this so much since the early 2020 sceneries. Yeah, I must admit, I mean, even in my opinion, I think Dublin... did Dublin get a version 2? Did Dublin get a newer version for it? Did it get like a native 2024 build? I'm not too sure, guys. You'll have to let me know. If it did, then I have missed that completely. But I would like to explore that. But let me know in the comments, because I'm not 100% sure on that. If Dublin got a version 2. The building with the trees growing out of it looks like something from... It does, mate. It does. It wouldn't look out of place over there, would it? Little building site, maybe some development for the airport of some kind, but definitely something there. And MK have modelled that in. I tell you what, guys, I am very impressed with the ground texturing, the runway texturing. But the actual road textures, the concrete parts, but then the satellite imagery, the author generate. Look at it; it's very crisp, even from a lower height like this. I think that looks great. And again, every inch like we got with Rome, and Rome was massive. And the same with Key West. Key West, again, was another fantastic scenery, but we're getting this really complete, restricted airspace with fences all the way around, and every little inch of it has got every building. They've mapped as much as possible, and I think it looks brilliant. I can't wait to show you guys the actual terminal, because it's another beauty. And you guys will have to let me know, because I know some of you might have the 2020 version, but please let me know when we get to the airport in particular how much has been improved, because I can't be 100% sure on that one, sadly. I think going forward, I think in my best interest, if I'm doing an update for a particular airport scenery, I'm going to have a look at the version before. This was a bit harder because I only got sent this today, and it's only just come out today, so it is a bit more difficult to do that type of thing, but I definitely need to look at version 1 and 2020 versions. We've got custom approach lighting, very nicely done, up into the field here. And then you can see it does blend in with the photogrammetry. And we've got a pretty sizable VOR as well here. Again, with more little details like electric power lines and little power boxes and cars as well. Probably some plane spotters, maybe, I don't know. Fantastic, it really is. And again, look at that. Look at the ground. The ortho. For me, when I see a developer describe it as a high quality ortho with certain measurements and quality, and it doesn't deliver, I get really disappointed. But when I see it not as much, I don't think I really saw like a specific thing that says look at our ground texturing. But that is good. That is very nice indeed. I think I'll probably take a screenshot of that actually, because that does look, it's almost blending the lines of realistic satellite imagery. Another little ops van, a little operations wagon there down at the end of the runway. Would be lovely to see these patrolling the airport. Again, I don't know how much resources it would take to have them driving around the access road. It is a larger area to animate and code that vehicle, but they've got it. They're doing it at the terminal, so yeah, it might just take a bit longer. Here we go, some really, really nice custom lighting and the full structure. We've got some arrivals and departures as well, thanks to Just Flight Traffic. I haven't seen it this good for a while. Got some lights here. I don't know if these have just got... Yeah, that might be a... Yeah. Here's one there, but we've got no actual lighting to it as well, so... Let's see what you guys are saying. How flat is the runway scenery? Is it a bumpy? The photogrammetry really does enhance the scenery. It does, and again, I will say, probably for the third or fourth time, MK have done it to a standard where it blends in very well, and it is one of the featured descriptions on the product. The runway is pretty flat. There's a bit of a bump. Oi, did you see him? Typical Ryanair. Jesus. I don't like making that joke, but that was Ryanair doing a little wheelie down the runway. Did you see that? There's a bit of a bump. You can see sort of there's a tiny bit of an incline where the Ryanair is now. But I wouldn't say it was particularly bumpy. But yeah, I think where he's going now, there's a few little, yeah. If you were going fast enough, you wouldn't notice them, I don't think. Right, okay. Yeah, I don't like using that Ryanair joke because honestly, I've never actually really had a bad Ryanair flight or landing. I'm going to be totally honest. I've actually had bouncier landings in EasyJet. There's a modelled stadium here. Some custom cars. Again, I would say the blend between the photogrammetry is done very well. A little bit of a football stadium here, very nicely done as well. I'm wondering if we could actually walk in here with the avatar. Let's have a little look. I don't think so. I think generally if your drone camera does impact the scenery, that's when there's collision in it, I think. So say if the camera wasn't able to penetrate, yeah, filthy mind, penetrate the scenery like it's doing now, then the avatar would just sink through it. I think that's the rule of thumb. Some nets, some nice little stadium, lovely little detail again, quite close to the airport where you would see it. I tell you what, there's a lot in this. I didn't actually think it was that big. Wow. There we go. We have got some ops vehicles going up and down this side of the airport. Love to see it. You can actually see as well, there's a bit of a bounce in them as well, like they are going over some bumps and tarmac. It's quite cool. See the animation's smoothed off now as well. Lovely stuff, lovely stuff. Love to see it. He's just having a little look at the fire engines there as well. And obviously this must be the fire station, the sort of the emergency zone, and the blast shields as well. Lovely, very nicely modelled. The texture work on these buildings, man, they're so good. You know, it actually looks bumpy and rough, you know. One little gripe, I hate to do it because the scenery's been fantastic so far, is would have loved to have seen, you know, the authentic trucks here. These look like default ones. In fact, these still look like 2020 assets, because you can see there's no... Basically, you can see through. You can see out. It's a modeling thing on Blender or any other modeling thing. There's one side is there. One side is actually visible, but the inside of the model is completely hollow. Listen, guys. Me saying that, I'm not saying the scenery's bad or anything. It's just a little point that, you know, the actual buildings themselves in this area look fantastic. The stadiums there, would have liked to have the, you know, a more up-to-date fire engine model. Mate, it is nothing in the grand scheme of things, really. No animated soccer players, no, Jason. Again, I'm gonna have to deduct them some points on that. That would be cool, though. That would be really cool. Again, do you know what? Just the sheer fact that we're getting, you know, vehicles, animated ground vehicles, authentic ones as well. In some cases, have got the logos for the airport on there as well. This one in particular, this transit van here, this Mercedes, has got the actual Porto Airport logo on it, which again, lovely little bit of detail. This as well, I did miss this out actually on the other side of the runway, but we have got some at you know, a roadway that does run underneath the runway. Again, as good as developers can make it, there's obviously limitations with the scenery developer, scenery, you know, editor itself. Lovely difference in elevation as well as we kind of make our way up towards the terminal, back to where we originally started by the container ships, the containers that probably end up on ships. Again, lovely use of blending the photogrammetry in with the scenery, and I'll show you again just before the computer went off on one. So they've modeled some of the houses here, and you can see the photogrammetry, but they've modeled the houses to look pretty much like it, the same color, the same style of houses, and that's why it blends in so well. Not too sure what's happening with this road here. I don't know if that's a thing, but yeah, love to see it. Not too sure what this house is. Is that someone's house? Oh, I tell you what, guys, these guys, if anyone lives here and it's not part of the airport, they have got a plane spot in paradise. Look at that. Make a little tree house in there. Little, is it like a Renault electric ground vehicle there? Love it. Little gates there. If that's someone's house, man, they have got if they can kind of, I don't know, is the balcony on the house? Oh, I tell you what. I mean, I'd be gutted about the fence if I lived here, but I don't know. Can you get on the roof? If they got on the roof and just sat on the roof, yeah, look at that. Whoever owns that house, we need to speak. Yeah, they've got a plane spot. They've got plane spot in paradise there, haven't they? Typical Ryanair. Plane shaking about. All those happy party goers in Porto, in Portugal. Shaking the aeroplane as it lands. Anyway, let's carry on, because we are at the main part of the airport. Again, some more custom buildings here on the surrounding areas to the airport. Look at this. Look how dense this area is. All the way back there. All the modelled houses. Absolutely fantastic. MK Studios were in the chat before my computer decided to make me look like an absolute fool. Can't believe it. But yeah, MK Studios were in the chat, and if they do if they are there, or they come back or rewatch it, thank you so much, because this is another fantastic scenery. I love the amount of objects in this, the amount of scenery. The biggest thing, and I'm sorry that I'm repeating myself, is that how seamless that photogrammetry integration is to the airport. You would not, you can't really see it. It's so, you know, you start looking closer, you're going to see the photogrammetry models, you know, they're a bit you know, but they're not the worst I've seen. These are quite nice from this sort of distance. Really nicely done. Met my partner under the bridge in Porto. Many happy memories. Ah, oh, lovely stuff. I know you guys are waiting for the terminals, but as you know, the live streams that I do, we try to look at everything, and I know. Listen, there's people out there that don't want the scenery spoiled, and they don't want to see all the scenery until they actually go into themselves. But again, also people do want to see this much of the airport because they want to know what the difference is to other developers doing the same one, or if the airport is priced at at a reasonable price. They do want to know what they're spending money on. They want to see this the airport in question to the fullest and be like, yeah, actually this looks fantastic. Another thing is, well, you can just stop watching really if it starts getting a bit too in depth, or just sort of rewatch it to see what areas you would like to see. Some people might just want to see the terminal and that's it. They don't want to see anything else. But yeah, all authentic ground equipment. The stairs have all got the Porto Airport logo on them. The buses as well have all nicely custom modelled, and I can't tell you if they are custom modelled by MK Studios themselves, but the sheer fact that they're in here, again, all the tugs nicely modelled, a lovely amount of dirt on them, and very nicely done. Loads of crates still. Loads of crates and containers and trolleys, and yeah, lovely stuff. I mean, look at that. That is like very intricate, and what I mean by that is that there's just so much in the scene. I mean, that in itself, that is a screenshot, I think. It's just the level of complexity that I'm looking at right now. So for me, when I'm seeing this, I'm looking at, obviously, just like Traffic's Tap Air Portugal here, taking that out of the equation. We've got the ghost car there, but we've got these stand signs, custom stand sign, look fantastic. Taxiway markings, taxiway ground texturing. Lovely. Entrances to the actual airside from landside. Car park. I think this may be rent-a-car stations. We'll obviously have a look at those as well. Tug on here. And the only other way this sort of could be close to something like, and I don't mean this in a comparison, but you guys know, like Zhevietsky designs, when he has stands and he's put static models on them, he likes to obviously make a scene of it and have the GPU and the steps and some custom people going on there. But again, you can actually configure those off and on. But some studios don't want static aircrafts in the sceneries because they know people are going to either be using VATSIM or AI models like I'm doing now. So, it's give or take. Look, there's the transit van there. I would say the animation's very, very smooth. The turning's actually quite nice as well. It's not very janky. Like, it doesn't do sort of any abrupt turns. That's quite nice. It's quite a smooth animation for the turning. Not too bad. Probably one of the best I've seen. And then, as I say, the terminal's just here, and it's it's a fair size, and it looks to me like they've done most of it as well, if not all of it. Oh, the road here as well. Look at that. Absolutely good. Really, really nice. So yeah, before we head to the terminal, guys, just because we do have a few more bits here as well. All these little rent-a-car sort of stations, rental car, like almost like a retail park for rental cars. It's incredible. Look at this. Love it. Absolutely lovely. Each snapshot of the scenery has so much depth. It does. This is what I'm saying. Awesome scenery, great work. Yeah, MK Studios, fantastic. I hope the giveaway is soon. It's 120. Shizeb, I'm sorry, mate. I'm sorry. I know. It's. I'm trying to cater for a wider audience, and obviously some people are 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Some obviously people are closer to now, which is 20 past 9 in the UK, around 10 past 20 past 10, over in Europe and so on. So yeah, I do apologise, but the giveaways, once we've had a look at the scenery, mate, it's always the same. I try to do it as best as possible, and the reason for that really for me is, and I'm not going to lie, is that if I do the giveaway at the start or the giveaway now, people will go out the live stream. It is really as simple as that. Some people do like to watch the whole live stream and see all the different detailed parts, but some just want to have a little go at the giveaway, and I've got to hold people's attention somehow. If the scenery's not do it, then the giveaway will. But yeah, no, admittedly, I've got to keep people on the toes and in here as long as possible. I've said it before, views and money and monetization and retention and all that business is I've tried it before. It's not for me. I've tried the YouTube game. It's not for me. It's for many people, very strong-willed and ready to work at it. Sadly for me, it just made me lose all love with the passion for aviation, and well, even aviation and flight simulation as well. So yeah, retention and views and viewing figures and all that, yeah, I'm not too concerned. It's not something I can look at and analyze. It's there, I can have a look at it. It's nice if a video or live stream does well, of course, but I still want you guys to have a good look around these airports with me, and you can leave me on and have me on in the background and come back to it if you wish. That's all good. But anyway, let's carry on. Everything is just so, I mean, even now we're still paying good money for sceneries where something like this, like a car park, a multi-story car park, would be sort of a last thought. It's not something that a developer would go into much detail with, but I think by modeling every bit of the airport that you're going to do as a project, it really does help, because look, again, the depth we've got, this kind of, I don't know, it's a weird sort of, I don't know, Art Deco maybe, but it's different color, different layers of brick, this sort of corrugated brick, this rough bit of brick, and then there's the metal structures, the metal bars, and then more concrete. It is modeled so well. Has this hasn't got any collision on it, so right. If anyone's still there, well, you've got more patience than I have. I'm just gonna throw it out there, guys. Thank you for anyone who's stayed. You're absolutely fabulous. You're being good to me and the channel. If it happens again, I am gonna call it a day. I don't know what's going on. Sadly, the room has got enough ventilation in now. It hasn't done this in a long time, and I seriously do not know what's going on with it. I've just been pulling wires out, and I've just knocked my Tobii eye tracker off its tripod, so that's gonna have to be recalibrated. If you are still here, guys, listen. Again, you're spot on. I can't really ask for much else from you. It doesn't help me with anything going forward. This is kind of my hobby, and if the computer's dying, then I am not in the position to get a new computer or even replace the parts. I right now I couldn't tell you. I am going for overheating, but even then I'm baffled at what's overheating. I've got a hardware monitor there, but I'll be honest with you, it's not something I thought I'd ever have to use. Let's have a little look and see if this thing can give me any ideas. And do you know what? These event viewers for Windows are they're goddamn awful. They really are. So yeah, if you are still here, then more power to you, and I appreciate it. I don't know how much more I can give when it comes to the computer doing this. As I say, if you are a regular viewer, you will know it's happened on sort of, you know, not too many occasions. I can get through live streams, 3-hour live streams, and not have this issue, but then all of a sudden it's doing this, and I'm just baffled. I don't know what's going on. I don't really have anyone locally that I can go and ask what might be up with this. So yeah, I'm baffled. Yeah, I mean, the last two times it's happened now, I've had to reboot, so just restart. Luckily, the computer's doing the restart, and it's not coming back with any errors, which is a blessing, because when things like that happen, data can be lost and everything, and it is a scary prospect, you know. But I don't know. I'm just looking at things here on something called HW monitor, hardware monitor, I think it is, and GPU temps currently are absolutely what I would expect, because it's loading, the sim's not active, so I would expect it to be around, what, GPU temperatures 53 sounds about right. I'd expect that to go right up once we start going into the airport. What I'm more concerned about here is my CPU temps, which are, I think I'm supposed to look at package. So there's P cores and E cores, and then there's one called package. The package temps right now are going to around 77 to 80, which don't think it should be that high. So we could be looking at a new thermal paste application, which, if it's just that, fantastic. I've got some thermal paste. It's not expensive, and there's no shortage of thermal paste compared to RAM sticks. Listen, guys, I want to show you this airport. I want to give one of you guys a copy. Sim Market have given me the details already. I want to get you guys a copy. So yeah, let's just see if we can do this, and try and finish the live stream, because afterwards I'm going to go and lick my wounds and just cry, because listen, I know most of you guys are understanding. I know some people will inevitably just leave the show and be like, yeah, can't be doing with that. I understand. Got that hole in my head though. That is literally me at the minute. It's me at the minute. My avatar. You can't see because I haven't changed the camera as well. See, I've got flustered. There we go. Right. Third time's a charm, isn't it? Third time's a charm. Let's see if we can actually, the computer can stay cool enough. Anyway, let's see what we got. Still here, mate. Yeah, I know. Does the whole PC switch off? No. So what happens is, Kev, the whole PC actually freezes. The whole PC freezes. So what I will get is the simulator in front of me completely frozen, and then OBS, I'm frozen on screen. So my preview is just me kind of in the middle, either like, or like that basically. The computer doesn't turn off. The whole system freezes. It's exactly what I had when I tried to do VR live stream, and it's exactly what I've had sort of on and off, which I thought I'd remedied. I actually thought there was too much. One thing I thought was that my power supply wasn't big enough, but I checked the wattage and I wasn't hitting anywhere close to what my power supply is. Then I used a powered USB hub because I was like, maybe my motherboard is just having a fit with all these USBs plugged in, but essentially that is the idea of having a load of USBs. I'm starting to think it's the... Let's have a little look at hardware monitor. So my GPU temps now are 66. 66. It's a three fan. That's absolutely fine in my opinion. That's actually quite cool. My CPU is showing at 90, 95, and then the maximum 100. I've got a feeling. See, my package thing is saying, even my P and E core are saying 90, 80, 100 max. It looks like they are reaching 100 and then they're dropping back down to a safe thing, but they shouldn't be going that high. I don't think. So it could be the CPU, guys. In fact, I'd like to think that's what it is, because if it is, then it is a bit of an easy fix. I'm using an AIO pump, so I'm using an all-in-one cooler and not a fan cooler. So I might need to do some CPR on the PC tomorrow when I've got a bit of time. This ain't good, man. No, it isn't. No. If your PC overheat, maybe just lower the graphics. Possibly. I had this recently. It was GSX. Is it out of the blue, or does it constantly happen? Max, as I say, it has happened. It's happened on a few live streams. Not loads. I think 1 or 2. Not loads. And then it hasn't happened for months. And now it's happened today. I've been live streaming a couple of times this week, and last week community flight was nearly like 3 hours yesterday. It didn't do it once there. Yeah, unless it just wasn't using as much CPU power as it is in this computer and this scenery. I'm not blaming the scenery. I'm just, it shouldn't do this. Could be the power supply unit. Could very well could be the power supply ending its life. They should last a lot longer. It's been a good few years, like, of me using it. I don't know if this is better than the tier model as one, mate. I haven't got a clue. This is what I was saying. I would have loved to be able to get my hands on it to see if it is, but I know a couple of people in the chat have maybe mentioned it a few times. I couldn't say, unfortunately. If I'm going to speak freely about it and be completely honest, tier models, in my opinion, compared to something like InnyBuild, MK Studios, Aerosoft, they're not quite there, and I'm trying to be as gentle and as respectful as possible there. I think the gap in quality between the developers, that it is noticeable. So if I'm gonna hazard a guess and say, who do you think is the best, I would say MK Studios probably have the edge, and it is probably more complete and more feature rich. But that is me guessing. I don't know. people who have tier models could maybe comment in the live stream, or they could comment in the stream afterwards when, well, hopefully trying to rewatch this mess, and tell us. But that's how I kind of know it to be with tier models. What I'm going to do, guys, I am just going to sort of get me bum moving with this and try and get inside the terminal and show you guys what it looks like, because I am going to try and edit this up afterwards and take out all those bits of buffering. This is it's a hotel, very fancy looking hotel, isn't it? Lovely unique architectural design there on this one. The Park Hotel right in front of the airport. And then again, another blend of photogrammetry in there. There's the petrol station. Nicely modelled, the pumps and the stations and the cars going in. Nice to see some cars in there filling up. It's not just a model of a petrol station and that's it. Modelled highway with the motorway going round. Love to see it. And we're back sort of where we started, next to the side of the terminal with the containers. Again, the roads around the airport have been done really, really nicely. Look at the actual airport landside, though. Look at this lovely grass. Look at this. And then it looks like the trams or trains go underneath. But the train station's gorgeous. Look at this. Again, guys, if it goes off again, just I really do want to give a copy away, so I will come back online. If the computer goes off again, guys, listen, I can't just not come back, because I do still want to do a giveaway. So if you're interested in the giveaway and it does go off again, just stay in the live stream and bear with me. I will have a look at this computer before I live stream again. Yeah, do you know what? I am gonna. Yeah, I think that's the CPU temperatures. CPU temperatures are the better outcome for me. They are the more easily fixed, more cheaply fixed. Power supply issue, not so great. I don't know if we've got any animated trains or anything. I haven't seen any, but the modeling of the station is well done. Lovely. It's still, for me, when a developer can do modeled glass in this kind of way with a lovely tint on it and make it look like a pane of glass, and sounds weird, but I think it's so good. And look at the shadow of the Park Hotel there on the pipes. Look at that. The lighting is so, I mean, obviously that's nothing to do with the scenery as such, but it's lovely to see. Really, really nice. Are there animated trains? I haven't seen any, and I don't think so. It looks like they come to the end here, and then they do sort of appear from a tunnel down there, but I haven't seen any animated trains, sadly. There's animated vehicles around the airport. Oh, I thought I'd done it again then. Oh. No, it's just the you can't go underneath here. This has got collision on it. So you would be able to walk up here with your avatar. Yeah, you can't go underneath. Before we head into the terminal, I know I'm teasing right now, and I shouldn't really be teasing because of the computer, but there's our ATC tower. And there is some more down here as well. Look at this. I don't like that I'm having to rush through this part, because this is the kind of the main part now, isn't it? You know, where the terminal's concerned. But there is the, oh, look, I tell you, look at that. Imagine if I got stuck there. You've got to laugh. You've got to laugh. You've got to laugh. Night lighting's gorgeous. It really is. It's nice. It's nice. Bit of flickering on the water there, but the night lighting is beautiful. It is really nice. Look at that. I mean, yeah, we're not in the dead of night either. Let's just bring that down a bit further. Oh. Few screenshots there. So if you wonder if the terminal has some nice night lighting, you will be pleased to learn that it has indeed. I love this kind of lighting, just here, like that. And then just to really to pee my computer off. Oh yeah, baby, look at that. Yeah, we're cooking. Look at that. Animated vehicles have got lights on them. Lovely. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. 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 Absolutely stunning work. I'm still not 100% with this. This might be what it looks like. I apologize if it is MK Studios. The baked lighting again, we do see this, but I think that might just be light panels. But oh, it's a stunner. It really. I would have loved to have walked around here with the avatar, as you can imagine, guys. But I ain't gonna test the computer. It's already nearly gonna fly out the top window of my house. A few little jitters and stutters there. All the gates around there, and then everyone sort of shoehorned into this. I'm seeing more and more developers create full airport interiors, so you can essentially walk through this terminal and through the security hall around to your departures gates. It's a very lovely terminal. Wouldn't say it was very modern. Oh, look at this. Yes. Shops with items in them. Restaurants and seats. Again, all modeled to, I'm imagining, an authentic standard. God, even I'm breaking. This guy has been getting lessons from Dynamo, Magician Impossible. To be fair, I do get that excited when I've been to a vending machine, especially in an airport. Look at that. The lighting in the terminal is very accurate and immersive. It really is. It really is. The reflections and everything. Look at this, guys. This is just, I mean, Got a Burger King over here as well. Looks a bit more like a convenience shop, but mate, it looks great. It looks great. All these little sort of aircon pipes. Look at this. Look, here's when it opens up into this kind of. Oh, MK, what are you doing to me? Oh yes. Loads of different panes of glass everywhere. Metal and glass and concrete. Look. Definitely one of the most authentic, one of the most realistic terminals I've been in. And you know what? If you don't like in terminals, well, do you know what? Listen, you're missing out. You're missing out on these because they are just so well done. A few little stutters there I've noticed, but yeah, yeah, very impressive, very impressive, and I am going to apologize to MK because I know these guys. I think they were watching and they were in the live chat at one point, and they probably thought, oh, this amateur can't even carry a live stream on without his computer turning off. That's what's more annoying. It isn't anything to do with the views and retention. It's having people in the live chat, you know, taking the time to watch and trying to enjoy uninterrupted footage. But yeah, me computer wants you to suffer, not me. But yeah, best interior of 2026 goes to MK Studios, mate. It's fantastic. It's up there. It's up there. Very good. Light reflections on the floor. Yeah, right. Light and reflection on the floor. Listen, guys. What I want to do now is I want to give a copy away because I don't want to waste any more of your times. I want to get a copy out. This is in partnership with Sim Market, and this has been donated by Sim Market, guys. So there is a few things to be done. It is PC only. It's obviously 2024 only, so keep that in mind. You will need to sign up to Sim Market to obviously redeem this. It is essentially a put the item in your basket, and we'll give you a way of redeeming everything. I've got the details already. I just need one of you guys, whoever wins, to have a contact information, an email that can be passed on to me either through the live chat if you're comfortable, which I know some people aren't, which is fine. You can easily add it into your YouTube profile and I can go and get it. You don't need to keep it on there, but I do need it. That's the only way I will communicate, even with members, moderators, anything like that. I try to keep it all official. Okay. Alex, I haven't, mate. I haven't had any issues, but I'm pretty confident in it being the CPU, mate. If I'm going to be honest, but we'll see how it pans out. Let me see if I can get this giveaway sorted without any more hassle. Right, guys, there's our giveaway. I know there's more in the chat, so what I want you to do is become active. I'm gonna hopefully give you a few minutes. Basically, what I want you guys to do is just chat. Nothing stupid. Keep it relevant. Let me know what you thought about the scenery. If you've stayed with the live stream throughout, absolutely adore your patience. It's fantastic. More patience than me. But yeah, to get your name on there, you'll see that there's a list of people on there with little green ticks on there who are considered entered into the giveaway. So Kev isn't in there. You just need to be active in the chat again. Joe, I can't see that name. Joe her 907, not on there. And we've got you other guys coming in here now. You can see the can see that the actual, see if I can get it down to a bit smaller, because it's not like, I've not got it in full screen, you see, so that's probably the best I can do. Got loads of new entries in there. The Barkers, we've got Andrew3367, who should technically be banned because he's won every giveaway in existence. Christian, Mike Allen, Ivan, Philosopher. You can see it on there, guys. Going to give you a couple of minutes and hope that the computer stays good. I will just say right now, if the stream buffers again, it means the computer's gone off. I will come back, okay, because I need to give this copy away. I'm not going to just end the stream because it's not worth it. If the giveaway wasn't active and I didn't have anything to give away, then I would just say, listen, guys, end of stream. Thanks for coming in, but please stick with it because I do need to give it a copy away. I'll take some of this, look. Fantastic, guys. Gonna give it till 10 o'clock. That's when I was planning to sort of end the live stream, but yeah, this is fantastic. And what I need to do is just maybe do some videos here. I'm going to test out some of the avatar walking. What I will do for you guys is after this giveaway's being drawn, I will test the avatar mode on the stream. If the stream goes off and it buffers, then consider it end of stream. If it doesn't and stays on, fantastic. I'll end the stream as I normally do. But after this giveaway, if you want to stick around and see if the avatar mode works and everything, then you're very welcome to. Yeah, so that's how we'll do it, guys. After the winner's been drawn, if you want to get off, get yourself off. If you want to stay and see if the avatar mode works, then I will be doing that. And hoping that the you little... Anyway, guys, one more minute. Everyone has entered. Love to see it. No blanks. Absolutely no blanks at all. Yeah, very welcome to stay and see if the avatar mode works. Very welcome to stay, guys, if you want to. It'd be an absolute pleasure. Philosopher, get yourself back into the chat, mate. You've gone non-active. Keep on chatting. Keep on chatting so I know you're there. Philosopher, get yourself in, mate. Get yourself in. Philosopher ES or underscore ES, get yourself back in. If you've gone, you've gone. But it's 10 o'clock now, so... Right, okay, guys, good luck. And thank you so much for everyone's patience. You've been absolutely incredible. Good luck. And we have... No. No, mate. Andrew, you're giving me the lottery numbers. You're giving me the lottery numbers. Are you going to tell me you've won this? If you've won this on another live stream, let me know. This is ridiculous, man. Listen, you guys have seen it. It's on there. I've clicked it. I don't... Yeah. He's laughing. Yeah. Have you won it, mate? Is this can I send you this one? Can I send you this one, please? Oh, mate. Absolutely hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. You've got an email on your profile, mate. Can you just confirm whether you actually want this scenery and that the email that ends with @gmail, or at least what I've got in front of me, the Gmail one, is the correct one? Just let me know, mate, because I need to know ASAP, as soon as you can. Alex, I'm not re-rolling. If Andrew hasn't got it, then yeah, he wants to take it. He's won it, fair and square. He's not got it. Insane. Andrew, when we speak over email, mate, I want the lottery tickets. I want the lottery numbers. Just confirm, Andrew3367, please let me know whether that email on your profile is correct. That's yeah. It makes if it's active and I can send you an email to it, mate. Just confirm it on the chat now for me and let me know. And yeah, when we email, I do want you to pick me some numbers out. I'm being dead serious, mate. And if I win the lottery, then yeah, I'll obviously I'll give you some, you know, just some. I've got very big plans with that lottery money, including a new PC. Weirdly enough, Brian needs a new PC. Andrew, will you buy it for me? It's a lovely voice, that, wasn't it? But yeah, let me know, mate. Just let me know if that's correct, and I'll see if the PC wants to stay alive. I'll share the numbers with you. Hey, Andrew, let me know, mate. I just need to know whether that Gmail on your profile is active and it's working, mate. That's all I need to know, because obviously I don't want to leave the live stream and I can't send it to you. Otherwise, it's not like you wouldn't win it again. You'll probably win it tomorrow or something. But you know what I mean. I need to make the effort, like. Right, okay. Andrew, yeah, that's correct. Perfect, mate. Spot on. Right, guys, if you're happy to stay with me to test the computer's patience out and your patience, then you're very welcome to. Because I am going to get into, yeah, you've guessed it, the Juice Goose, because everybody loves to fly cars, to drive cars on Microsoft Flight Simulator. I'm joking, but I do want to test to see what is collision and what's not. So drive into the terminal. I reckon Andrew looking numbers might be 3, 6, and possibly 7. Possibly. I'll be honest, it could be 6, 7. Don't. Don't. None of that in here, please. None of that in here. I love the Juice Goose. Listen, guys, whatever you think about drivable vehicles in the sim, when you get this out into a lovely stretch of road in the simulator, some like sort of the best place is actually Area 51 down Groom Lake. It is so fun. I've gone the wrong way, haven't I? Don't know what that noise is. Oh! He can't fly planes and he can't drive cars either. Yeah, guys, remember I am nearly 40 years old, so I don't know all the lingo, sadly. There we go. There is collision on the roads. But not on... Thank you. The point of this is to... Is the collision on the barrier? No. I'm late for my flight. Oh. Smashed into someone's Bentley. Whoa. Hello. Hi, mate. You're alright. Oh. I haven't tried it yet. Looks great. Right, guys. So as I say, congratulations to Andrew. for winning a copy of this. I will send you the details over that email, mate, as soon as possible. If you are still patient with the live stream, then you are incredible. If you want to get off, fantastic. But I am going to show you that the terminal looks like it's got collision. So I think the good way to see that is whether the drone camera actually, if it lets you glitch through any floors, ceilings, walls, then generally that particular object hasn't got what we call collision on it. So it means your avatar mode just won't, your avatar won't interact with it. So obviously in this instance you can walk through the revolving doors because that's really the only way in. Some developers do all the walls. You can see that obviously they haven't done for this wall, they haven't done for the glass, but the floors have got collision markers on there, meaning that your avatar will, or should at least, be able to walk up walls, yeah, like Spider-Man. Walk upstairs if the stairs have got collision. Sometimes you do need to, I've noticed, basically, if you're working on a keyboard, you have to do that kind of motion. If you press forward like you should be able to, it won't take you up, sadly. Some are like that. I've found that some also you can just walk up, but not all the time. You can go down them, absolutely fine, but you just can't. You can up this one, that's fine, that works. But yeah, it looks like we have a terminal with collision on there. If you're sticking with the live stream for the next, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes or so, then fantastic. If the stream buffers for you, then I will be calling it a day. So I won't be coming back. And then obviously if I get to finish the live stream in the normal sense of saying goodbye and thanks for coming, then great. It's all good. I'm just gonna jump the line here, folks, because I'm on a time schedule. Brilliant stream. Yeah, but it's hard though, mate, because obviously as much as I want to show a scenery off, it just looks bad, especially when the developers are in there of the particular scenery or product. It just doesn't look great. And listen, I'm not sitting there claiming to be sort of the most professional channel, but I do want a bit of professionalism. You know what I mean? I do want to be able to do a stream without it doing it. And I know if you look back, it's very, very rare. It does happen. I know it happens on others. I get that. It's just, if there's a bit of perfection, if you're a bit of a perfectionist, it doesn't help you sort of, your paranoia, you bit of OCD maybe. It's not nice when it happens, and you want to keep things as streamlined as possible. But yeah, gremlins are gremlins. I hopefully will fix it. I'm really not sure what's causing it because it hasn't done it in a long time, and I thought I'd fixed it, but clearly I haven't. Maybe the computer is working a bit harder, the CPU is working a bit harder. I've also noticed recently every scenery, it doesn't matter who makes it, in avatar mode, in the dark, in the night light, and there's this weird flicker. You'll see it every so often, little sort of flashes of black and white. It's a sim thing, it's not a scenery thing, because it happens in everybody's sceneries. Big one there just then. It's a bit off-putting sometimes as well, so get a bit of lighting through the windows like that. Look at that. It looks lovely, doesn't it? Oh yeah, definitely. It's become the new standard to have these walkthrough interiors. It really is. It's just expected, and we can hopefully discuss a bit about this now. But alley up, that if they're not included now, I think these people, these flight simmers that are really, you know, they're diehard. I don't need terminal interiors, and there's absolutely no point. It makes development time bigger. The prices of the sceneries go higher. I don't think performance is an issue anymore for me. I think I'm finding that all of these really highly detailed airports, the performance is fantastic, regardless. But I've noticed now, even with aeroplanes, if a developer doesn't include a high class cabin, a highly detailed cabin with, you know, realistic seating, even overhead baggage that doesn't open up, lighting that you can't control, you know, people are vocal about it. It's the same with airports now. People claim they're not bothered about interiors and highly detailed airport models, but actually, if the things aren't included, they do get vocal about it. And I think that is probably all to do with the prices as well. With a higher priced terminal, a higher priced airport package, you expect the very best, even though you're never actually going to go and see it. I love them. I can't get enough of these replicas of the airport. Like I said before, much earlier on, I love the idea of one day going to some of these that I've been virtually in the sim, and going there and having a look and seeing just how spot on things are. Obviously, I can do that with Liverpool, especially landside. I can go and get the bus there and walk through it. And I tell you what, AnyBuild's got the landside so spot on, really well done. But yeah, there is an interior with collision. Let's see if we can go up the steps to the jet bridge, and I will call it a day there, folks, because I am keen just to potentially, I don't know if I'll be able to do it tonight, but get this computer up onto the top of the desk and give it a bit of breathing space. BA there. There's a lovely TAP Air Portugal A340 over there on the remote stand. Looks lovely. Look at the little baggage slides there. Can we go up this? Let's have a little look. It has got collision, but we can't get up there without kind of jigging the joystick about. Has this got a collision in it? Oh, hang on. You know what? I'm gonna say it. AnyBuilds have updated Liverpool recently with some gates and doors open because you can walk over them. Also, as well, if Alex, you're still in there, mate, they also updated, you know, the arrivals corridor going across the glass front where you drop through with the avatar mode. They've actually fixed that as well. That's another fix that they did, which I found interesting. So they've done that as well. But yeah, I think if you're gonna have collision, I'm not too bothered about the walls. Collision on the walls is nice, but if you're gonna have explorable interiors, so the way I've been able to come up the stairs there, just open the doors up. Just give us the open doors, just because we can go in there. And there you go. Again, it's one of those jet bridges like Key West. Other developers are doing it, but it's another one where we can go straight up to the terminal right from the Phoenix aircraft if you're using those as well. Which is great, because if you want to take it a bit further, and obviously Aerosoft have doors that automatically open in theirs. Even then, you know, open these doors. For me, that isn't such a big ask. Just to, instead of modeling the doors that way, just rotate the model to have it open. Especially if you're going to be able to walk up and down the jetways. And you know what? If you're using the Phoenix, and obviously you're doing a flight in, you could get out there and walk with your pilot with his uniform on straight into the terminal, grab yourself a Burger King, which is what I would do, and yeah, bit of a walk around. Look at this. That is cool. Has it got any night lighting on it? Oh, it has as well. Yes. Love it. Absolutely love it. I love you. Okay, I know you're a bit scared of flying, but that is class. I love that. That is a lovely little. I don't know if it's an Easter egg or something, but it is nice. I like that. I'm gonna take a picture of that. Love to see that. Look at that. And then when the lights come through, like that. Bit of Street Fighter. And then who's going to be the first developer to make it so you can actually play it? Imagine. But yeah, they've got it spot on. That you can walk, you can use your avatar mode. It's in there. Just wonder if there's any. Oh, there's collision on this window. So obviously they've done that purely based on the basis that, you know, you would drop from the height. So that's pretty handy to have the collision on this wall. Makes sense. I understand. But yeah, very, very nice. Very, very detailed. A lovely update as well. You know, keep that in mind that this isn't a you know, it's not a brand new product. You know, it is, but it's you know, they've done it before is what I'm trying to say. So it's nice that this is how you do an update. This is how, if you're gonna update an existing airport from 2020 and you're gonna make it native to 2024, then this is the way you do it. This is how you say to a consumer, to a flight simmer, we're updating our older airport scenery. It's going to be a 2024 scenery now. We're going to do it to the best of our ability. It's going to have all this. That is how you present an update in this quality. And this is the standard in which I would say, yes, fair enough. An upgrade. I'm failing like my computer. An upgrade fee is applicable. I totally agree with that, because this isn't a simple port. This isn't just they've put a little sticker on it saying it now works with 2024. It works with 2024 and the rest, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean? This is what I would expect if I'm paying for an upgrade, an update, whatever. This is what I expect to have. But yeah, guys, listen, for everyone who was stuck with this live stream tonight through the crashes and just the absolute poo show that it has been, I appreciate you so much. I'm gonna have over the next few days. I've got no live streams lined up currently. I'm gonna have a good look at it and see if I can figure out what's going on. Like I said before, my CPU temperatures seem to be going pretty high, so I am hoping it's that, because that for me is an easy fix. If it's a power supply issue, it's probably the second best scenario, because they're not greatly expensive, but it does, you know, and a power supply change in a complex PC isn't a nice task. Wiring, it'll give me an opportunity to wipe things down and do some proper cable arrangements, sure, but it's not a nice thing to have to do. So yeah, I am hoping a new fresh bit of thermal paste does the job. Not too sure why it's all of a sudden just started happening again. Maybe just something here has given the CPU a bit more of a welly. But yeah, and I know I'm just a bit of a perfectionist, and I want things to work. You'll get it sorted, make no doubt. But yeah, anyway, listen, guys, I'm gonna go now. I'm actually gonna get a cup of tea and have a bit of a cry. I'm joking. Massive thank you to Sim Market for passing this on to me and supporting the channel with a giveaway. Congratulations to Andrew. I'll send you an email soon, mate. And massive thank you to you lot. Keep an eye on Discord, YouTube post, all that business. If you haven't taken a look at the new Cotswold/Kemble official trailer from Burning Blue Designs, or you've yet to sort of use it in real life, on my channel there in the video section, you'll be able to have a little watch of it. And it does contain some of the real world retirement flights, albeit some might not be the registrations complete, but same aircraft livery and stuff like that. So yeah, really enjoyed it. And yeah, as I say again, little shout out to the man over there, Lee, Virtual Airline Pilot. Please go and subscribe to him. Let him know in a post comment or a video comment that I've sent you. And yeah, I'm gonna go now, guys. I'll see you later.